What's up, guys? Gaonan here, and welcome to episode 3 of Drafting the Masters. Our season has gotten off to a pretty decent start. If you missed any of those previous episodes, I've included the playlist in the top right corner of this video. Don't have too much else to say, so let's get right into another draft. Okay, so for pack 1, pick 1, we've got a couple of choices here, I would say. You're either looking at Chunk Chunk or Infused Guardian. Chunk Chunk is nice because it's in Skycrag, its summon ability is relevant, and it's a double pledge card. Infused Guardian is good, it leaves you a little bit more open, has a strong Empower ability, has nice keyword of endurance, and also has pledge. For me, I'm going to take Chunk Chunk just because it's a double pledge card. Skycrag is a good place to be, and I like its summon ability a lot. So we'll take the Chunk Chunk here and see where this draft goes. A lot of good options in this pack. Makeshift Barrier and Bannerman leave you very open. Carrot and Steward is nice, but then you're putting yourself into an unsupported tri-faction. Could also take Coastal Beastmaster for a strong Justice Splash in a Skycrag deck. Even Barrel Through is very good. And for me, I think I'm just going to take the strongest card that potentially works with Chunk Chunk, and that's Coastal Beastmaster. So we'll take that and see if we can end up in Ixton again. Ancient Excavator is okay, takes us away from Ixton. Carnivorous Sauropod is very good and pairs well with Chunk Chunk. And for me, I think I'm just going to take Sauropod here and see if we either end up in Genev or in Ixton. Either one is fine with me. Oni Forge Master is nice. Display of Instinct might be a very strong signal that Genev is going to be open the whole way. There's another Coastal Beastmaster. Twin Fang Cobra is decent as well. So a lot of good choices here. I'm almost wondering if I should just take the Oni Forge Master because it leaves me the most open, but I think I'm passing on a pretty powerful card in Display of Instinct if I don't take it here. So I think I'd rather just take the display and hope that Genev is going to be open the rest of this pack. Frostwave is great. Bannerman is awesome. I think I'll take the Frostwave here, even though I would love to have Bannerman. I just think Frostwave is super powerful and can really swing the game in your favor very quickly. Okay, some good cards here for us. We have Token, we have Eternity Core, we have Coastal Huntsman. We don't really know what's our splash yet. You know, when we first took Chunk Chunk, we thought we're going to be base Skycrag, but it looks like we may end up more base Elysian, splashing Fire. And here I think I'm just going to take Huntsman for a solid 2-drop. In our last couple of drafts, we haven't gotten enough 2-drops, so I think I better take Huntsman to start building some of those early. Cartographer is really nice. Scorpion is also good if you're going to be base Elysian, but I'm going to take Cartographer here for the cycling ability. Another Cartographer. Other option is Court Mage or Scorpion. I think I'll take another Cartographer here. Don't think I'm playing any of these cards, so just going to take the rare for the Shiftstone here. Another Sauropod. So feels like we made the right decision going into Genev. Be Gone is fine, we might play it, and Arachnodon Egg. Lumen Shepherd is pretty good, but I think it's probably just changey stick here. Card is so powerful. You can play it early to be aggressive, or you can save it late for it to be removal. So yeah, I don't think you can really go wrong taking changey stick. The best cards in this pack aren't in our colors when you're looking at Memory Dredger and Finest Hour. If you're looking in our colors, we basically get to choose from Caleb's Choice and Excavate, and maybe Hoof Slash. Kinda think I just want to take Caleb's Choice since it has a little bit of flexibility, but hopefully I don't have to play it. But I think that's what we'll do here. Never been super impressed with Final Shot. Rakano Stranger is a half-on Stranger, so I think that's fine. Other option might be something like Violent Gust, just for some removal, but I think we're doing pretty well in interaction so far. We just need to start getting some bodies, so Rakano Stranger is fine. Maybe we'll replace it later. Here, I think we should be between Lumen Shepherd and Amaran Archaeologist. Archaeologist helps us ramp to higher levels of power, while Lumen Shepherd just gives us an early body and a decent body for 6. And I think I'm just going to take the Lumen Shepherd here. We're more likely to see another Archaeologist before we are another Shepherd. Sweet. Adaptive Predator is a great top end body. There is also Lightning Strike, which is nice. And you do have Shard of the Spire, but I don't think it's worth going into a 4th color for it at this point. I'd rather just take the very powerful Adaptive Predator. Don't love Bold Adventurer as a 2-drop. Vanilla 2/3s just don't do a lot in this format. So I think I'll just take Dragon Breath here. We have some big guys that can use Dragon Breath pretty well. Other option would be something like Magma Javelin, Infinite Hourglass, I guess, or Bold Adventure. But yeah, I'm just going to take the Dragon Breath since it seems like we're definitely in Primal. Campfire Watchman holds the ground really well. It is super passive, but sometimes you just need a way to stall the game while you find your more powerful cards. So I think Campfire Watchman is fine here. Don't think we'll play any of these cards, but I'll pick the Viper's Bite just in case. I don't think I want a second Campfire Watchman. This time I'll just take Dispel. Another Lumen Shepherd. Topaz Drake seems fine. And an Archaeologist. I don't think we need Frontline Cyclops. We've got some pretty good top end already. So I think it just makes sense to take Trailmaker to try and ramp to that top end a little more quickly. Don't think we have enough stuns to make Icebreaker playable. So yeah, we'll just take the Trailmaker. Another changey stick seems good. Other option is probably Seek Power here. And while we do need more fixing, I don't think we need it badly enough that we would take it over Changey Stick. So we could take Predator's Instinct here, could take Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath is a little bit better with the deadly guys, but I feel like I should take the other removal piece that we don't have yet. So I think I'll take Predator's Instinct here since we already have one Dragon Breath. And that way we kind of get to pick what we would prefer to have. Or maybe we end up playing both because we've got so much interaction. We'll take another Rakano Stranger. It's fixing for our splash color. Fire is definitely going to be our splash. We're solidly in Elysian, so Rakano Stranger is fine even though it's only half on. Elysian Stranger is very nice. There's also Seasoned Spelunker. We don't have relics at the moment, but I think this one is good enough. We have quite a few 2-drops. I don't think we really need to take this Elysian Stranger for fixing. So I think we'd rather just take Seasoned Spelunker for potential ramp and a nice body. We wouldn't splash for Pyre Adept, so we'll take the Jump Kick here. Another Changey Stick. I don't think you can really go wrong with 3 Changey Sticks. Skycrag Banner would be great to take here for fixing, but once again, I don't think I'm passing up a Changey Stick, so we'll take it here. Seek Power is great fixing, very happy to see that. Guess we'll take Dark Return, but likely not play it. Got the Skycrag Banner. I think that's better for us than the Tower Top Patrol, even though we do only have one 4-drop, but I'd rather have this fixing here, I think. Take First Watch and a Rakdodon. Alright, so before we get into this pack too far, let's do a quick unit count, see where we're at, and kind of go from there. So we have 16 units at the moment, and 7 of those are 2-drops, so I think we're in a pretty good situation. Could use some more 4s and 5s probably. We have a lot of good interaction, so really just looking to make our deck stronger at this point. And Cliff Diver Manosaur is fantastic, really love this card. think there's no reason to take anything over it here. You know, you could say Infused Guardian is maybe better, but I don't really think so. Flying in Aegis is just a really strong combination. Our option here is really between Ancient Excavator and Token of Knowledge, and maybe Bottoms Up. Bottoms Up is a nice splash that could finish the game for you. Excavator is just a decent body, and then the token is just fixing for our two main colors. Feels like Bottoms Up has the highest ceiling. Ancient Excavator, we've got quite a few 4/6s. So yeah, I think I'm just going to pick Bottoms Up here for the very powerful splash card. Okay, so we have a choice between Token and Barrier here. Barrier could be very good, but I think it's just taking Token here for the fixing. Let's do a quick playable count just to make sure if we do take Token that we're not missing out on a card that we might actually play. Yeah, so we're doing really good on playable count, so I think it's better to just take the Token here so that we can make sure we can play all of our cards. Wow, another display. Conflagrate is also really nice. I think I'll just take display though. Just seems so powerful. Infused Guardian is nice. Scorpion is nice. But I'm just going to take the Infused Guardian here. I think it makes the most sense with our deck. A second Frostwave. My goodness, we'll take that. Maddening Whisper for more interaction. Could take another Cartographer, but I don't think we really need it. Could take Wind Cloak, but don't see it being super impactful. Honeypot, really only have one relic, two with Between Seasons Spelunker and Chunk Chunk. So I don't see Honeypot being great for us, so I'll just take another Cartographer. I think here we can take Awaken the Ages. I don't know if we'll play it, but I don't think we need a fourth Cartographer, and I don't think we're aggressive enough to play Mischief Yeti. So I think we'll just take Awaken the Ages. Sirocco Glider seems fine. Don't know if we'll play it, but it'll be an option. Shiny Spitfire is okay. And holy crap, a last pick Parry. That's great. Alright, this deck turned out really nice. We have tons of interaction, tons of ways to finish out games. I think the weakest cards for us are probably Topaz Drake and Sirocco Glider. Maybe Archaeologist as well. We do have 8 2-drops. Probably don't need that many. Do have Cartographer to discard them out though. Alright, let's look at spells next because we have a lot of good spells and just want to get some off the table. So I think Be Gone can go. I don't think we need Awaken the Ages. So I think we can comfortably cut one more unit, and then this deck probably wants 17 power plus the Seek. So that means we have 4 cuts. So 1 unit and 3 spells. I think the Predator's Instinct is worse than the Dragon Breath. I like Parry a lot. I like Frostwave. I like Bottoms Up. I think Dispel can probably go. I feel like Frostwave and Maddening Whisper are very similar. Maybe you cut one Frostwave, but you know, Frostwave is pretty dang flexible. The only thing it doesn't work against is endurance units. So I kind of like the added flexibility. And if you take out Maddening Whisper, then you don't have any double time cards. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now we need to cut one more unit. I think cutting one Cartographer is reasonable. And then I think we just need to get the power added to the deck. Alright, so let's add the rest of the power. Definitely don't think we need 4 fire sigils because we already have 5 sources right here. And these are really 7 drops, hopefully. So this is 6 fire sources, 8 time sources, and 11 primal sources. Yeah, so I think this is fine. The only thing that's truly sketchy is the double fire on Chunk Chunk, but I think it's strong enough to warrant playing it. So I think this is our deck. Just want to close out this drafting and deck building portion of episode 3 by saying thank you for joining me for this episode. I really appreciate your support. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can continue to grow and share our content with more people. So next what will happen is we'll go into the games video. We'll first talk about the deck, how I think it looks, and then we'll actually play some games. So I hope to see you in the next video.